Okay, I think we're good. Let's go, sweet child. Let's get a first try. Just do the bare minimum. Don't try to overdo it today. Just load the game and play the game. No quick loads. No fast loading screens. Don't try to skip anything. Just there. Yeah. Simple and clean. That is the way we were making you feel tonight. Oh, come on. Don't black screen. That was such a good load. We got nothing. Dead in the water. All right, try again. Oh, I said not to do this. Don't try to get fancy. Just survive. Or maybe this is you trying to survive. Oh, I heard it's something. Yeah, that was a good sound. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on with the whole Monster Hunter thing on Twitch. They really need to not let other Monster Hunters post in the Monster Hunter category. You guys aren't playing Monster Hunter. You're playing Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter World. Type the extra word. Like, it's really confusing to find other people playing this Monster Hunter when you guys are posting the wrong game. I mean, maybe you're ignorant and you just don't realize you're playing the wrong game, but there is another Monster Hunter. Okay, yeah, there's something about my armor set. I love that she's doing that every time. I wish I had cooler armor. The hat's cool. It's definitely like some Safari Hunter kind of... I would say Safari Hunter. I was trying to think maybe like Sub-Saharan Africa, but that's typically where you think Safari. All organized, all good. Let's buy our pickaxes. So we're probably not going to get the Mocholite all in this episode. However, we did learn that it's possible. So I think I only need to do this 3 more times. Oh, to anybody wondering, JoJo is fine. She's doing just fine. A little upset after her incident yesterday, but I built her a fort. I have 3 pillows that I keep on my bed. I only sleep with 1 pillow, but with 3 pillows, I can build a fort out of them. You know, just a generic, like, 2 pillows stand up horizontally, and then 1 goes on top. Then you throw a blanket over it, so when I'm not sleeping in the bed, I just do that, and the cats usually sleep in it. Well, I shouldn't say that. Cat sleeps in it. It rotates. It fits all 3 cats, but they usually don't like to sleep together in it. It's kind of like a... who gets it first kind of situation. Music seems like super loud. That was weird. Maybe it is just the music being super loud. I can't tell.
Looks tasty.
Like really caught me off guard. But JoJo got to spend all day sleeping in the little bed fort, and I think that really helped her recover.
Looks tasty.
I spent the day playing Dragon Quest, sitting on the bed, feeling like a little kid, you know, laying on your stomach with your legs up, because she had all my pillows and blankets. So I was just laying on my bed next to the fort. I think I have 142 seeds in Dragon Quest. Seeds of Strength. If you haven't been following, the goal is to get 300 Seeds of Strength in Dragon Quest. That way I can max out the hero's strength stat, obviously. Seeds of Strength go to strength. That's one of the only things I don't like about this game. And it might have been too much, but I would have liked a leveling system. Something basic. They definitely could have started you with less health. And then, like, yeah, they could have started you at 50% of what they gave you. And then to get, like, the rest of it, you just had to get to level, like, 20. That way, oh, wow. I thought I had good timing on that, and it was the last one. That's a bummer. But, like, that way people would feel slightly obligated to do, like, the Kelby quest. Because then you don't necessarily just have, like, no fear. Because you have all this health, and it's just keep hacking away. But I feel like there'd be more challenge if you had half the health starting. And again, you had to actually go after these guys in Kelby because everything else is too difficult. And maybe it's just because I like farming, but I definitely feel like the Kelby are neglected. You need their hide to make armor and their horns for the quest, but like, other than that, what reason do you have to ever go after them? They're pointless. But if you had 50% of the health they give you, and you put a couple more Kelby in one of those arena, if you get stuck in a moment where a couple of them are knocking you down, you could die. And I think that'd bring a lot more challenge to the game. Because honestly, I can see how broken this game could get. Like, if I just started, made the Assassin's Blade as soon as possible, and then just kept moving through, I'm sure there's like a plateau point where there's a monster that's just too difficult to beat right away. But like, if you farm it, you get super good gear, and then all of a sudden you're stacked for the rest of the game. Until like, you have to do the online only content. So, I'm assuming by doing this challenge, I'm going to get to enjoy a lot of stuff that I wouldn't normally. And then, I'm guessing that Rathalos stuff will carry me to the end of the offline. So, that'll hopefully be that. Oh, that was actually really good. 7 and 10. Huh, 7 and 10. That's actually not bad at all for once. But I'll do all the offline stuff, and then I'll check out Monster Hunter Dose and Monster Hunter Try and see if either one strikes me as better. And when I say better, I mean like it's gonna have to have cooler looking weapons, better overall like ability spreads, like, I mean everything will have to be better. Otherwise, I'll just probably look into playing this online because I'll still be familiar with the controls. You know, controls, timing, boss movements, location of herbs and whatnot. Um, and then I'll probably just do the same Rathalos challenge online. But I think the big difference will be I'll have access to the jungle immediately through the town. So I can do the resource collection quest and just continuously collect resources for like more money, better turn-in rewards. And literally I think you get like, I saw 7 mining spots or something. It was crazy. I forgot 9. I'll always forget 9. You know why? Because 7, 8, 9. Somebody's probably said that before me. However, if you're watching this video after I've posted it, you definitely haven't said it before me, because I said it just now. And you'd have thought it then, so I said it first. But if you were watching this video and you thought that, you definitely probably thought it before me, because it took me a while to get there. But I am currently in the present, and if you are in the future, I got you beat. I am a smart one, thank you. Real recognize real. Okay, okay, keep it to yourself. Excellent. Let's reorganize. I'm gonna get rid of the scatter nut. Thankfully, the scatter nuts only show up in the one spot. Probably means they're, you know, actually worthwhile. Okay, you're a little closer to the ground. Do you think you could look for specifically special mushrooms? No? No? You're farsighted? Ooh. Not a good start. Although, I guess you could argue that technically these are honey spots. So the insect husk is the less common item? I don't know. We'll see. All I actually care about at this point is Mocholite. I think I have the money to afford pretty much everything I want. I would have to stumble into about 15? No. No. I think it was exactly 15. I would have to stumble into almost exactly 15 Mocholite to run out of money. Because then I could afford my gloves and the Paladin Lance Plus, which would cost me... Shoot. 5,000... Oh god. The gloves are 5,700 and the Paladin's Lance was like 12,900, so let's just do 13 and 8, so that's 21. That was much easier. Why was I doing such specific math? Just round. Always round. So I think I had close to 7,000 zenny. Oh my gosh, how would I get 14,000 zenny really quick? I don't. I don't. Did I? I didn't even hit this. Did I? I hit the herb spot. Oh, that's right. Yeah, give me 3. It was quick. I literally, yeah. Wow. I think I'm gonna try this without a map next time. I think I can do it now. It's all starting to blur together. I think I have this map memorized. I am officially at the point where I can't remember if I've done certain things because I've done it so many times. I think I have the map memorized. I'm just not confident enough to not. You know what? I think I know the map well enough now. I didn't know you could chuck stuff while you mine. I guess, yeah, mining's like instantaneous. That does make sense. Mushrooms were a little disappointing, but the mining was good. I definitely don't think you can get Machalight from there. I think it's off the table. Very nice. How are we doing on the special mushrooms? I feel low. 7. So that time I had 5. I must have definitely just forgot the bush in section 7. Does it still show me where, like, the main base is? That's funny. So I needed 3 of... Hopefully. I need 3 raw meat. That mean I... Gosh. That could mean anything. That could mean 1.5 of these guys. It could mean 4 of these guys. Looking like it's gonna be 3. Come on. Making me feel bad. I'm looking at a child over here. Do not make me run the extra 20 feet to kill. Yes, excellent. I was gonna kill the adult. I was gonna run the extra 20 feet to fight the adult. Yeah, so we're going into 4. Straight over here to 5. I've got this memorized. I'm good. Okay, well, we're on episode 22. So, it took me a while, but thank you. That was actually a good hit. But I finally have the first map memorized. I don't know all of the item locations. I'm sure there's still some that I don't know about. But I think I hit all the good ones. I think I officially know where all the good ones are. But I am certain there's some vine spots I probably don't know about. There's obviously like vine spots I don't hit. But I think I've learned all I can on this map. I'm excited to see every map as I go, because like I said, there'll definitely be a plateau point, and it'll be interesting to find where that plateau point is, and then in the next playthrough, sprinting to that point, because I won't have to explore every single map this way, because I'll have them memorized, and I'll probably like... Oh, don't disappear. Stay with me. Yes! Very nice. And I'll be able to, like, you know, do my Rathalos challenge, but probably faster, because maybe instead of the Assassin's Blade, I focus on... well, you know, I'd probably do the Assassin's Blade, because it doesn't take any Machalight, and that would allow me to get my armors just slightly faster. The dream would be to get so good at the game I don't actually need to get those armors, but... Still learning. Still learning. That'd be sweet. Alright, nothing too exciting here. Let's save the big reveal for down here. Okay. Don't get too excited. Oh, that's okay. We didn't even get a bunch of shit there. We got a third of it. Okay. That's uncommon, I think. That's... there's the rest of the shit. Alright. Nice. I definitely feel good. We have enough iron ore, certainly, if we ever want to make that lance again. Yes! I was not expecting that. I was confused why the game kind of froze up for a second. It kind of had me scared. The last thing I was expecting was Mocholite ore. That was a sweet surprise for the first episode back. I wonder if it's less the game is seeded. Because, like, I accuse a lot of games of having seeds and stuff, like, as you enter areas, like, oh, this is always going to happen, this is going to happen. I think it's just me being crazy. But I think what might actually be happening is listing, like Dragon's Dogma, where when you start a game, it might produce a list, like, you're going to get these items in this order. Because I definitely see giant pockets of Mocholite. I say when it rains, it pours far too often. And I feel like I would have to do this thousands of times to see it in those numbers. But I don't know. I'll think things are... Well, I could actually go back and look. If I ever see triple Mocholite again, where it's every other is a Mocholite, and I get 3 of them, I'm gonna go back and look and see which episode it was where I got that, and try to figure out if I can line up the items or something. Try to figure out what's going on. Oh, yeah. Because then you could pay attention, like, oh, I only need to farm... Not even only. I could farm these spots specifically, and then when I get to the 150s, I farm in this location to make sure I get the... Okay, yeah. That could be abused in a lot of ways for speedruns and stuff. So if I can figure out how the loot tables work... Because, like, I also got multiple stacks of 4 bone husks, and either that's just super rare but plausible, or there's something to the loot tables. It might even be as simple as, like, the actual, like, what you get when you hit the loot spot is predetermined. It's just random which table you're gonna get. There could be 1,000 tables that they semi-randomly generated. Who knows? You probably have to, I mean, that'd be something you have to look in the code, I think. And I'm not smart enough to do that. So we were in the 7,000s, into the 8,000s. I wish I could easily see how much that lance cost. I think it's like 12.9, 13,000. Could be more. How did I get 21? Wow, I'm bad at math. No, why do I always do that? You're a failure. You've dishonored your family. Oh, getting there, right? That's it. No, one more stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, yep, yep. Yup, yup, yup. actually really good. You know, actually, I wanted to. I have 8 Machlight, right? Or 7. 7. I have 7. I thought I had 8. Oh, that scared me. I thought I went to like a 6th, and I like panicked for a moment. It's like, was I like semi-dreaming and just finished the quest and don't remember? That happened one time. Not with this game, but one time I woke up at like, I don't even know. That was a bad turn. I don't even need the map. What am I doing? I can do this. I can do it. But I woke up at like 11:40 or like somewhere around midnight. Might have been 12:40. And was just like, you know what? Whatever, cats. I'm gonna stream. And I streamed for like, I don't know, an hour or so. And then was finally like, oh, now I'm tired. Like, I can end the stream and hop off. And I remember just thinking to myself for a moment, like, check out your stream. Like, you should be proud of that. I can't believe you actually did it. You woke up, got the cats back to sleep, and then did something with it. And then I just remember watching the stream, and it was basically me going like, take up, and then we're gonna take. And I just realized it was totally unusable. I had like done a bunch of irreversible stuff on my Conan Exiles playthrough, and I had to post it or like explain that the footage was lost or unusable, but I think it's up there. I think it's still posted somewhere. It's in the original playthrough of my like New Beginning series. But I didn't know how microphones worked. I didn't know exactly how the ranges on them worked and the directions and all that other stuff, and like planning out your cone of voice and acceptance range and all that. Because when I first started streaming, and I have the same microphone, I was able to catch my cats meowing. But now with the way it's set up, you can hear me better, but you can't hear my cats at all. It's kind of sad. Because I like being able to hear my cats in the recordings. I like going back into my old videos and being able to hear my cats. I sometimes say that my cats talk too much, but that's because they talk all the time. I do enjoy talking to my cats. They are very fun cats. High energy, very talkative, decent prey drives. But they won't tear your flesh off. They will if they're like, if you've ever owned a cat, if they get overstimulated and like you do like a hand play under a blanket, they'll tear you up. But unless you do something like that to yourself, you're totally fine. They're like the best cats ever. Just so friendly. However, oh, see, I was a little confused. Didn't just have my map to rely off of, but we can do it. They don't do well around new people, but I mean, like, they're not afraid of loud noises. They're not afraid of things coming up to the window. Now, if something opens the door, breaches the house, trespasses, they're terrified of it, but they will stare at something eye to eye through the window. They're very curious cats. But they talk a lot. And the worst part is, at some point, and this is partly on me for falling for it, you know, cats can train people. It's a known thing. It is known. Oh, I didn't collect my meat. I did not collect any raw meat. That's what I forgot to do. Well, let's remember to go to 9. But at some point, I obviously taught them that if they meow at me enough while I'm sitting down with my headset on, I'll get up and chase them. And I think they're currently trying to train me to get me to, like, walk towards the water dish or the food dish or something. But, like, again, I used to be able to capture it sometimes. But, like, they will literally just sit there and stare at me in the corner of my eye in the creepiest way possible. Again, if you've owned a cat, you know the kind of, like, the cat is specifically looking at you. It's not that the cat's in the same room sitting as you. It's the cat is looking at you. Dog owners have the same phenomenon, but the dog's looking at you like, do you want to play? What are you going to do? Are we going on a walk? Are you doing... The cat is looking at you because it's thinking. And there's a different level to it. And they'll sit in the corner of my eye, and then once I notice them, the timer has started. They'll start with small meows, then they usually move on to headbutting stuff. Then it's big meows. Then they start leaving the room for short amounts of time, like really short intervals. And then as I pay less attention to them, as they start leaving the room, they start getting into, like, trouble. They'll, like, knock something down to see how fast I get up, test my response time. And if I just don't get up at all, eventually they'll ruin something. They'll, like, eat something they're not supposed to. They'll knock something down that's fragile. June, the oldest one, I think I've said this many times, chews on cords. She's horrible about it. She only does it, though, if I haven't paid enough attention to her. And that's a lot of attention. Because, again, they all sleep in my bed. Well, for the vast majority of the night, they all sleep in my bed. And then I feed them from, like, somewhere between 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. And then they sleep. And then every time I pretty much eat, which I eat like a bird, so it's quite often, they get a little treat because they've learned to be annoying and do that exact tactic while I'm sitting there eating as if I had my headset on. And I'll just, you know, throw them I've been trained. I know it. Don't say it. You don't need to. Save your breath. Save your keystrokes. You only get so many of them. It's not a threat. It's the truth. We only get so many shitposts in our lifetime. You can shitpost as many times as you want, but if the quality's not good, you're wasting your shitposts. Save your keystrokes. Think of something good. It's not everybody else's time you're wasting. You're wasting your own time with bad shitposting. See, like that? That's not worth it to me. That's a vine spot. But I'm sure there's more of those that I don't know about. And there's, like, the secret spots. Again, there's, like, the mushroom quest where you have to find all the special mushrooms and, like, ooh, follow the mossbacks. But, like, only on that quest do the mossbacks actually let you farm those mushrooms. At least as I'm aware. So it's kind of like, are there more that I don't know about? Are there less? Are there more that I don't know about, but they're only on certain quests? I don't know. But I'm excited. And that's going to be another thing. How will things differ when I switch to the Japanese version? Interesting, yes. Yes, I think so. I do. I do. I think the big thing about that will be... I have a hard time playing games online. It's just too easy to be overpowered and just blast through a game and not... Oh, an Earth Crystal. Okay, so maybe I can get Machilite here. It's just actually, like, ultra rare. I don't know. I'd have to see loot tables, and they're hard to find if they exist at all. But like, and I did this with all of the Borderlands games, my first playthroughs, because I played with friends every time I picked up a Borderlands game. And it wasn't until I played them solo that I actually like figured out the stories and stuff, because when you're playing with friends, you're more just shooting the shit and enjoying yourselves and like taking in the game and the surroundings and the environment and stuff. But like, unless you have that one dedicated friend who's like, shut up, cutscene, cutscene, you just talk right through them. And you don't absorb any of it because you're having fun, you're chatting, you're enjoying yourself. And you don't remember any of the combat because unless you're like all dying, it's not dangerous. It's literally just like a Call of Duty shooter where you're just like, hey, I need to hide for a second and get my health and stuff back. Like, give me a moment, guys. And maybe it's just me, but like I don't absorb them my first playthroughs when I'm playing through with people. I have learned over the years that if I play games by myself, I absorb the information so much better. And not even just by myself, like I can be in a room with 6 people. I just actually have to do it myself. World of Warcraft is a really bad one because it's got /follow, for God's sakes. I could literally put my pizza rolls in while I'm walking to a destination or flying sometimes. For God's sakes, WoW's even worse because sometimes you can get dual mounts and the person you've got fucking bonded EXP with is sitting in the back of the rocket. They really should have made it like lame. Like, oh, if you get 2 connected accounts, here's your mount. And it's like a flying kangaroo or something where like you have to fly in the pouch. And like it's the fastest mount in the game, but only the lower level person can sit in the pouch. Actually, isn't that a thing though? Like the fastest mount in the game has to be done by like some ridiculous quest and it can only be used by the 5 people who did the quest together. I haven't played World of Warcraft. Oh, yikes. I played... Is it the Burning Legion? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get to... Yep, wasted. I played the Demon Hunter expansion all the way up through the actual, like, story quests. Like, God, what was it, level 100 or something? It was ridiculous. It just wasn't fun. Again, I played it with a bunch of friends, and I don't remember anything besides, like, I didn't like the bulky demon form. I can't even remember that much just because it was literally, like, just chatting, having fun, and being like, oh, this is like this quest, this is like that quest. But, like, I don't actually remember what quests we were referencing just because it was, like, moments gone by. So, however, I could probably take a minute and actually remember and describe my journey as a blood elf all the way to, yes, Mockalite! My journey all the way from a blood elf to Wailing Caverns, where I would usually just stop playing my characters. My goal when I played that game was always to solo Wailing Caverns. I loved it. I would try to get a sweet pet and then try to solo Wailing Caverns by myself, because that's the weird stuff that I do in games. But I don't think I ever actually pulled it off. Actually, I think the last thing I was working on was trying to figure out what the best pet was that I could get as a horde. Yes, Kapu scale. Best horde pet I could get at that level range was, and I determined it was like a Ravager or something like that in a certain starting zone. And I'd like figure out how to get to the starting zone while traversing certain like PvP zones, but I was also going to be a low level, so it was going to be even worse. And it was just like, does this seem worth it? And then I discovered there was like a Hydra just outside of Wailing Caverns. It was like a special, or it was a rare spawn. And I was like, oh, can I get that as a pet? And it's like, oh, I think that's a tank pet. And I couldn't remember if I could get it or not. But then it was just like, oh, it drops rare drops. So I started farming it. And then it was just like, do I really want to pay for this game? This sucks. Because, like, there's nothing quite like farming rare drops and having to pay for the honor to do so. I mean, obviously, you pay for every game you get, but once you pay over the $60 mark for World of Warcraft, I feel like you really have to enjoy the game. And, like, I do, but not that much. Because I could pay $60 for a game like this and get way more enjoyment for my money. And, like, that's not totally fair to the company, but, like, that's what gaming is. I mean, that's what it's become. I think games should cost $70, $80. Don't crucify me. But I think they should be good enough that you can put tens of thousands of hours in them. I think every game should be at the quality of Mario 64. I think it should be favorite game of all time contendable. It shouldn't be terrible. That's unacceptable. And I wouldn't think those games are unacceptable. Like Cyberpunk 2077 probably could have saved all of their face value, all of it. You know what? I'll guarantee it. They could have saved all face value if they would have just released the game for like $10. They never would have had to take it off the marketplaces. It never would have been a controversy if they were just like, hey, we can't finish this game. Like, sorry, we made it too big. Sue us. We're gonna release it for $10. Updates are going to be expensive though. People would have bought that buggy game and played it for thousands of hours for $10. And then when they were like, hey, we're releasing the super... Did that pig get away? Am I crazy? He did. Okay. When they were like, hey, we're releasing the super update and it's 100 gigabytes and it's gonna be $30. People would have bought it. People would have been upset, but then other people would have defended it. Like, you paid $10 for a full-length game, and it would have divulged into, well, it was buggy and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, but they released it for $10. They would have reached a wider demographic of people. People who would have never played. I would have bought it for $10. I would have been one of the people who never would have enjoyed Cyberpunk 2077. Instead, I'll just never play it because, like, it doesn't look fun to me, and I don't respect the company. Actually, that's not true. It looks like it could be fun to me, but, like, to me, it just looks like a company that had no idea what they were doing, trying to hop on an IP that hadn't been done. I shouldn't even say hadn't been done, because I'm a huge fan of The Surge. The Surge, great example. Great game. I'd love to pick that game back up. But I have bought it. Surge 2, I should say. I've never played The Surge. I bought The Surge 2 with DLC and stuff when it came out, full price. And then convinced some friends to buy it. So I feel justified in waiting for it to go on sale before I buy it again. The old Skyrim mentality. Alright, little buddy, give me one of them small bones. Little bones. Tiny bones. That's a bummer. I almost made a joke about bones and a bummer, but I actually thought about it before I said it. I'm kind of proud of myself. Alright, I think that's the last one. I think we can just speed run a bunch of them now. And when I say speed run, I think there's still like 15, 16-minute runs, but cooking that meat takes, I think, it's an additional like 5 minutes sometimes. I gotta cook the meat. I gotta get the extra meat. Sometimes you gotta kill an extra like 3 or 4 monsters because they don't drop all the raw meat. They drop a bunch of small monster bones. So that'll save time. And like 5 times over, you know, just 10 runs. That's a whole quest. That's 50 minutes. Literally an entire quest. Alright, if I ever updated this game, I would make it so that when I click this, the items move to the left so I can just power click them. Just quality of life, just a small thing. Not a major complaint. That's just something I, as a gamer, would implement. That's a really bad ratio mush. I think that just happens sometimes, and I don't notice it because I do my best. I'm trying. Oh, I never realized the O is an Ouroboros. I feel really dumb. I've been so distracted by the L this whole time. I still don't know what's going on, and it makes me uncomfortable. Fire pickaxes. Alright, alright. Ooh, another thing. Quality of life. I would make it so that when you're mining with a... Maybe it is like this and I just haven't realized it. Maybe I'm stupid. Oh, I know I'm stupid. I wonder if it's like only certain objects break your pickaxe. I don't think so. Because sometimes nothing breaks your pickaxe. I would make it so that only certain types of ore break your pickaxe. Like the rare stuff. And that way, every time your pickaxe breaks, you're also like, okay, okay, good stuff, good stuff. Oh, good stuff. Oh, wait. Is that exactly? No. I was going to say, that can't be exactly 10 stacks, right? But no, there's my one. There's my single. Should I start? I feel like I should start. Only 4 more. Um, 2 stacks of power seeds, probably going into 3. Nope, only halfway. Oh, very nice. Okay. I'm probably going to keep that. Now that I know. Let's do this, though. Alright, here we go. We're gonna run through all of these. Maybe not. Probably leave a stack. It's always the safe thing to do. Oh. I brought 10 raw meat with me. Oops. Oh, I put my... Okay, I put my... Yikes. Okay, I see what I've done. I see what I've done. This run is going to be a little rough because of a cat. So yeah, we get to skip that. Straight to here. This will be nice. Little break from stacking up all that well-cooked meat. Finally get to see the payoff of it. Can I get one more in? One more? One more? Take your guys' time. Take your guys' time. I am farming. Jimmy Bean sausage. And it looks like sage is on the menu. Nice. special mushroom. Nope, raw meat. Nope. Gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I thought that was just... Okay. A little bit of a blunder. Not much of a blunder. Just... bad efficiency. Okay. Nothing else here. Put this. I'm gonna spin around. Oh gosh, that's fickle. It does not like me getting right here. Oh gosh, it's doing it on its own. I'm not even doing it. There's a little touch. Alright, and we're gonna sprint straight to 9. And then obviously we'll double back for 7. Oh, I forgot my bug nets. Ugh, I said I was gonna bring bug nets. I specifically said I was gonna do that. Shame on me. Shame, shame, shame. Good honey, though. Nice to see that. I think I'm actually gonna have to start holding on to my honey. Because if I'm gonna confidently take Rathalos on multiple times, I'm gonna need all that honey for making mega potions, and then making more mega potions, and then obviously I'll have to have just potions in my inventory. But I'm interested to see how good the items are that I get from those upgrade paths. I would have to guess that if the developers put enough thought into it to make them available, that they were like, okay, we got to make these some of the best weapons in the game at this point. So I'm guessing a lot of the first monsters are weak to fire. So if I have the Rathalos weapons, I'll be especially strong. It'd be a bummer to find out that the first monsters are all, like, really strong against fire. But we'll find out. Did he take all of it? He took all of it. It's perfect. Quite literally perfect. Special mushroom. Not bad, not bad. Getting some good mushrooms. We got that one scatter nut, so that was a bit of a disappointment, but that's lame. Just killed the whole vibe there, Nitro Shroom. Alright, let's get some sweet drops here. Excellent. All natural. There we go. That's 6. Yes. Feels good. Okay, so I get a better camera angle if I run into the tree and stay left. I always try to go right of the tree, and it appears I get a better camera angle if I stay left. Big jump there. I think the 2 jumps are actually faster. I have this sinking suspicion there's a mining spot somewhere that I don't know about. Maybe it's just because in the back of my mind I would wish that the mining would go faster. I think I'm hitting all the mining spots. I should probably research that at this point. It'd make me very sad to find out that there's a whole mining spot I was missing, but I think there's only 3. I feel like 4 is neglected. I feel like 4 should have 1 of everything. I feel like there should be a little stream running through 4, like ankle deep, like this deep, with a little spot that you can gather in. There should be a little cliff edge where you can get some barrels and like rope or something. It's got all the other stuff. It should have ore. But like nothing's going on section 4. It's so boring. I mean, obviously you fight Rathalos there, but that's only one quest. There should be more stuff there so that, like, when you're on the other quests, you're just like, oh, what's the point of... Oh, this is the resource-heavy one. I always have to come to this one. And then when you go into 5, you're like, this is resource... But they're different resources. And then eventually you realize that 4 doesn't have any of the ultra cool stuff. Like, it doesn't have the unknown skull or the cuckoo scales and stuff like that. But if you need an extra special mushroom, it's got a mushroom spot. You need a blue, a nitro, something. It's got those spots, but like it's missing a mining spot, and I think that's really big because it's part of the mountainous environment. I get to skip these guys. I was gonna kill him, but these generations all get to live peacefully because I killed a ton of their family members. I guess technically their ancestors. Like, I would probably put the mining stuff either right there on that corner, like right here. So you have to like, oh, like double back, because if you just ran around and you didn't look, you wouldn't notice it. Or I would put it like right here. That's like a great spot. I almost thought it was one for a second. That's a great spot for one. But there's too many herb spots. Oh, would be even cooler. A little environmental storytelling would be as if there was a rope that was cut on top of the mountain. So you could sit there and stare at it like, oh, too bad I can't climb up that. But like you would think to yourself like, oh, I bet another monster hunter used this rope to sneak into the wyvern's nest from the top. How smart. And it's just like, it's a little environmental storytelling. It's nothing more than a pixelated rope that's been cut. But when you walk to the bottom of it and you farm a little bit, you can get like a small barrel or I don't know, something human made that makes you go like, ooh, like other hunters have been here. And then like you could put like the ultra rare item there. It would be like a human made item, like a bomb material or something. And then yeah, the mining spot probably wouldn't be another Mocholite spot. That would probably be broken. But it could definitely be a spot that doesn't have like whetstones in it. That could be like the little waterfall on the edge of the cliff that has the stream running through it. Or in the stream you could put, it could just be a stream with a little puddle even. It doesn't even necessarily have to have a waterfall. Don't teleport, nice. The camera does not like this tunnel. Alright, let's do the dung pile first. Nice! I did not bring any healing resources. Good start though. Cuckoo scale off the rip. To the center, see what we got. Mystery bone. I'm gonna guess a second one. Yep. Probably a third one. That's how we'll finish. Yep. Alright, so X marks the spot over here. I'm actually really hopeful for a Mocholite here. We're having a really good day. And it's already up. Can't really bring it down from greatness. Double whetstone into an earth crystal, followed by... Give it up. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, because at some point, I will probably just keep fighting Rathalos over and over and over. So, does he... I'll have to figure this out. Does he always respawn? In that one fight? Like, is that fight a guarantee? I don't actually have to put that away. Not right now. I mean, a stack of 99 of them literally is only worth 99, so it's kind of lame, but... I don't feel like doing it right now. I'll sell the 50 of them that I have when the time comes, but... Yeah, I don't know if that fight with Rathalos is, like, every time. I don't actually know. However, I do want to see if there's anything special that happens, like... I don't know, maybe you get a special reward if the first time ever you do the egg delivery quest, you defeat Rathalos. I don't know. Maybe nobody knows. Who knows? I would have to see somebody who has actually done it to believe it, but... Might get a rare thing, like a commission ticket or something. Could be an ultra rare ticket that people have just thought was like a joke item in the code, but you gotta beat Rathalos the first time you meet him. I don't know. I don't know much about this game. I know it's fun. Are you looking for the fort? I actually didn't set it up this morning. She's looking for the fort. It makes me feel bad. I wonder how fast I can set it up. I'll set it up here in a second. She's gonna sit in the window. Okay. It'll probably just take me a minute. That looks like it took me about 22 minutes. I don't know. Let me go try real quick. Be right back. How much time do I have? Okay, we're good. It's not even that crazy of a reward. I probably should have taken the reward first, but the fort is made. I made it haphazardly, so hopefully she doesn't sleep like fully stretched out and kick one of the pillows out that's supporting the whole thing, and then, you know, it falls in on her, because then she'll be trapped under the blanket and the pillows. But it is pitch black inside the fort, and that's what they like. They either like to sleep directly in the sunlight or in total darkness. I can respect it. I don't like sleeping in direct sunlight. My gosh. One time in college, I fell asleep on a leather couch in direct sunlight. It just wasn't right. I don't think I've ever been right since. I don't think leather couches should exist personally, but everybody's entitled to their opinions. Some of them are bad. Where's my Mocholite? There it is. Yeah, we have 8. So I just need 4 more. That's just... We could do it. We can very easily do it. Dang, we're getting so much stuff. Alright. Let it continue. Oh, wait. There we go. Alright, back to it. So, the big thing now is just, I think, Mocholite. We have the honey to cover all of the catalysts for the armor potions and all that other good stuff. That's literally all I need from there. That's so nice. I need to buy more fire herb, but, like, not really. I could probably use more barrels. I think that's something I'd rather deal with when the time comes. Okay. Nice. Haven't gotten a perfect swipe in a while. You know, after nearing almost 50 hours in this game, I don't know if I would prefer actual loot drops on the ground or this method. Because I can get more stuff this way because they only need one image of an herb for me to get 8 herbs. But I think I would prefer actually, like, okay, I have to know where 10 herbs are every run, but pick up 10 individual herbs. Because I think I'm at the point where stuff like honey, I would rather actually just have to hit 6 beehives. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I run the entire map every loop that I feel like I should be rewarded more, but what I actually feel like it is it's ridiculous that I can get anywhere from 0 to 6 honey. But, like, only 6 honey. Maybe it'd be even better if they put, like, 36 spots for the honey to spawn, but only 6 honey spawned, but you had to check all 36 spots, but you were guaranteed the 6 honey. I don't know. I think that might actually be better. That would also cut down on how much stuff they actually had to, I think, spawn. That's just me. If I made a game, that's how I would do it. Oh, I can only grab 2, can't I? See, it should say Felvine at max there. That's another thing. I would change that. Also here, I would have it pop up and be like, I have this many mushrooms to trade. That way I could just run in here and trade my 6 mushrooms or whatever, and then pop over to the Felvine and pick up my Felvine. But instead, I have to mash the X button and cross my fingers all at the same time, and then play the analog sticks with my toes. Oh, maybe that's why I'm not getting maximum trades, because my toes aren't crossed. I should probably move the analog sticks with my nose or something. Time to learn how to cross my toes so I can get better drops. Nice, we're getting great drops this time. hook it up on the special mushrooms. Get out of here. Stop. Nobody invited you. I haven't heard that one before. God, get out. It's like the Barney meme. I feel like Mo. Alright, come on. No, I thought about it too hard. The game felt it. It knew. It knew I could feel joy. And it snipped my... See, I went to the wrong side of the tree, and I'm getting a funky camera angle. I gotta go left. I'm starting to remember to go to 9. Let's not push my luck. Definitely faster for the 2 smaller jumps. I don't see why that jump needs to be a staggering one anyways. They should have lowered the height so it was just under the stagger height. That does not need to be a staggering jump. As seen with the steps in this area, you can very clearly make a smaller step. Maybe they had to make it a full step in order to put that map up there. I don't know. Alright, let's get the goods. I think I do feel comfortable selling that entire other stack of iron ore while I have the 99. Oh, dang, that was a waste. That's a fun one. I like hearing the water splash. Nice. Hook me up. Oh wow, we only have 4. We're low on the mushroom side. I think that's the last one. Is that a raw meat? That was a raw meat. Oh, weird camera, weird camera. That made me do a hard 90-degree turn. That was crazy. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff. Makes me feel better after all this time to realize that I didn't miss out on any Mocholite ore by skipping that spot right after this. I mean, like, there's still a chance that, like, it is just ultra rare, but, like, if that's the case, it's so rare that I don't think I would have gotten it. I mean, like, if it does drop Mocholite ore out there, I would have had to hit it this entire time, every time, to ensure that I would have gotten 1 drop out of it. And in that case, I'd be at 9 instead of where I am now. So, I think 5's where the Mocholite ore comes from. And again, I think it comes in large patches. It's like, I'll go entire runs without seeing it. And then when I do see it, it's like 1 every other run. And then every so often, I'll get 2 in 1 go. And it's just, it's crazy. It either does appear or it doesn't. And I know that's kind of like a dumb way to look at it, but it's absolutely how it's occurring. I would have to go back through all 22 episodes and see if there's an episode where I actually go 2 hours and only see a singular Mocholite. But I think almost every 2-hour episode I've seen no Mocholite or a bunch of it. I do have to go back and actually look through every episode, so that will be determined. I'm gonna go back and I don't think I'm gonna post all of this. I think this is gonna be the first series that I don't post. Maybe I will. This might be the first series that I actually work on getting like a full edited version through, because I'd like to edit everything just to see like the good drops in each run, and then also like the rewards at the end. Maybe a highlight of some certain fights where I almost die, but there's a lot of nothing in here. Mostly gambling. Good stuff in the dirt pile. Wow. 2 out of 3 being just absolutely great items. To be expected. To be expected. Nice. And I didn't want to say anything about the mining spot, but that was really sweet too. Double earth crystal off the bat. We have so many Kutku scales. It's incredible. I'm interested how many I can hold. I'm guessing it's 30. No, I know it's over 30. It's got to be 50. I guess it doesn't have to be 50. For all I know, Kutkus could turn out to be a giant scaled, like, deer. And they're, like, a really common item once you find herds of Kutku. I don't know. My guess was the Kutku was a dragon because the Kutku armor increases fire and dragon resistance. So that was my guess. But it is kind of interesting to think that the Kutku scales would be in the Rathalos poop. Although, if it is the prey of a Rathalos, it would make sense that it is, you know, built up defenses to both fire and wyverns. Obviously not the best defenses, but could be better. Although, I mean, that's the whole reason prey has defenses, though, is because it needs them being bullied. Alright, trying to get better about stopping my stamina before it actually runs out. And I get that, like, completely exhausted animation. Oh, it's so relaxing just to be able to just run quests. I don't think that would have been a problem in this game. Just, hey, I'm going out. Okay, be back in 50 minutes. Otherwise, we'll have to send people out to get you, and you have to pay a fine. Okay. I don't think you should have to have a reward. I don't think it should take stuff from you. I mean, it's not taking a lot from me. I know I'm being greedy to the maximum caliber, but like, I genuinely think you should just check in with the chief and be like, hey, I'm going out for a couple hours. And they're like, okay, that's fine. Do whatever you want. You chose a suicidal job. Bring us back something, maybe we'll buy it from you. But like, yeah, I don't like that I have to prepare a bunch of meat every time for the quest. Like, I get that that is the quest, but I think they could have changed almost this entire style of game by that. Nope, store items. I don't want to store that meat, though, so let's try not to. So much herb, oh my gosh. I think I might actually calm down on the blue mushrooms and herb. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's make some into potions. doesn't fix the problem, but it does get some of the item clutter down. Just a little bit. If I do 3 more rows, that'll cut the herb down a bunch, but it doesn't cut the mushrooms down. Yikes. Just do it anyways. I officially have too many mushrooms, which is just taunting me because that's literally the item I was forgetting when I could have beat Rathalos. Alright. I think that's fine. And I can keep collecting honey. And I think I'm fine on the mushrooms for now. Okay. Alright, go out to the village. How am I doing on pickaxes? Nope. She makes a killing off of just pickaxes. Good for her. That's funny. The armor seeds are like much rarer than the power seeds, but the power seeds are more expensive. Interesting. Oh my gosh, if I don't actually farm mushrooms and herbs, I'm going to just breeze through this. Should I? I will. Only because I am in a farming mood. And because if I actually get to the point where I can start killing Rathalos, I'm not going to want to farm mushrooms and herbs. I'm going to want to fight Rathalos. So, now that I have all those potions made, I can turn some of them into mega potions. And then I will have a supply of mega potions, and then I will have a small supply of potions, and then the mushrooms and stuff that I'm farming now will be the ones that sit in the inventory for when I need them. Excuse me. I haven't had a drink this whole time. Do I have any? These motherfuckers will never sponsor me, so I'll just say their name. I've got the Mountain Dew Baja Caribbean Splash. I see no chance in Mountain Dew ever giving a shit about me existing. So I'll just say their product. I don't give a fuck. But you shaker beverage out there, you talk to me. I've got ideas. I am somebody you need to talk to. So I'm not going to say your name. You come to me because I am somebody that can help you. whether you want to believe it or not. But Mountain Dew don't give a shit. Mountain Dew's in every fast food restaurant in America, basically. Even if Mountain Dew isn't in every restaurant, a Mountain Dew product is. I remember being a kid and seeing Mellow Yellow slowly disappear. It was weird. I think I only had like 1 or 2 family members who were Mellow Yellow people, and it was just like, why do you drink that stuff? And like, well, what do you drink? And I was always a dark cola kid. I liked the darker colas. Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb is my jam. It's not very believable. Even I don't truly believe it myself, but for a while, I told myself the only reason I go to Chipotle is for Mr. Pibb. And I still kind of believe it. For a long time, it was the only soda I actually drank. I only drank Mr. Pibb from Chipotle. I was in great shape. I was financially ruined, but I was in great shape. I think I spent almost $4,000 in like 3 months on nothing but a gym membership, Chipotle, and going out with friends. That's when I learned living on your own is super costly. But that's a life lesson I think everybody makes. Everybody wants to live it up their first 3 months on their own. And then, like, you quickly realize how little money you actually make. You think it's a lot of money, but that's because the first of the month is only on the first of the month. The most expensive day of your life. And the entire week after it, as you slowly collect your bills and stuff and they come in the mail. Because you're just like, why does the water bill always come after the electric bill? Why does the electric bill never come on the first? And why do the trash people want an extra $60? It's because your neighbor threw a mattress into your trash and the trash company is paying or charging you $60 to have to pick it up. You never saw your neighbor do it, but they absolutely waited for when the trash truck was coming down the road and they threw the mattress onto your stack of trash. Yeah, I saw you guys. You didn't think I saw you, but I saw you. Trash company didn't give a fuck. I think the worst thing I've ever had to argue with city municipalities was one time the ticket ladies, I don't actually give a shit, the meter maids, were doing their little trip around town. And 2 meter maids had, I don't know, were probably drunk off their asses because they're losers. And were accidentally doing the same route. And one of them was like staggered 20 minutes behind the other one and was basically giving people late notices because they hadn't taken care of their tickets from the first meter lady. Like, oh, they've had tickets for 24 hours. Here's your final warning and a $150 ticket. But, like, they were very clearly only 20 minutes apart from each other. So, like, I had to go down to the fucking office at the police station where, like, the meter maids work and, like, bitch about it. And they were just like, no, 2 tickets means this, blah, 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 blah. And I literally had to have them get up out of their little tiny spinny chairs and come look at the tickets and be like, oh my god, wait, Barbara, what route were you on today? 4. She's like, that, no way, Barbara, that's my route today. I'm always 4 on Tuesdays, Jackie. And, like, they realized that they were on the same fucking route, hitting everybody's cars twice. And who knows how many people didn't figure that out and paid the fucking ticket. Because where I lived, you literally could walk up to a mile just to find a parking spot near your house. And it wasn't simply because people were assholes and took parking spots in front of your house. And that's not a thing. But, like, for the sake of conversation, let's just say the 15 spots in front of your house are roughly your house's spots so that you can be within walking distance. But like the 5,500 feet in front of your house are not the designated parking spots. 1 mile of walking to your house is not a parking spot nearby. I used to just bring a skateboard. Actually, that's not even true. It was a skateboard with cruiser wheels on it. Because cruisers hadn't caught back on yet, and to buy a cruiser was like $250 from Land Yacht. Or I could take a Toy Machine 8-point like something deck and put some giant Spitfire cruiser wheels on it, and I had a cruiser. But no, the wave of cruisers had not yet caught on, and you couldn't just find cruisers all over the place. Oh my god, do you guys remember the penny board phase? I still hate penny boards for my own reasons, but like, what a lame way to get around. It was literally just a fad. It was just a worse cruiser. Just get a cruiser and look like a decent human being instead of your pastel green cruiser. It's not even, I shouldn't even say that, because you could have a cruiser board that's pastel. Oh my god, I might die. What is happening right now? What is happening right now? Stop! They're like coordinated. I mean, I've done this 100 times. I guess it eventually had to happen that they were like competent. But like, they're landing every hit right now. This is crazy. What is the program running through their brains right now? He was gonna do it. He was actually going to hit me. Look at that. That's crazy. They're like actually competent right now. This is insane. So like, some poor kid out there, his first time ever encountering the Velociprey in here, they just massacred him. Like, that's crazy. Some poor kid, first time ever encountering this room, just got absolutely massacred by them. Or, even worse, some poor kid got the bad roll on the Velocidrone, and it just paralyzed him, and just every time he stood up, he got a paralyzing sting and never played this game again. It happens. It's like the people who play Pokemon, and they're just like, why is my Mudkip wrong colored? Like, that actually has to happen to people. Not saying that it happens more than once in an existence of the universe, but somebody has started a Pokemon game for the first time, and their starter was shiny. I'm a firm believer that that picture of the entire flock of shiny Mareep was real. It was shiny Mareep, right? I think it was shiny Mareep. But, like, that has to happen to somebody. Not that I'm a believer everybody should play the lottery, but I'm a firm believer of that actually happened. I don't like the whole, nothing ever happens, life is boring. It's not. And usually, if it's a shitty outcome, it's even more likely to happen than you'd think. Like, oh my god, what happened? Well, we were driving down the highway, and a freaking airplane lost its door and ripped our door off, and I was sucked out of my car at 65 miles an hour because I had just unclipped my seatbelt because it cut my, my belly button. The seatbelt pulled my shirt up, and I moved too quickly, and it cut my belly button, so I went to readjust, and that's, yep, when I was ripped out of the car, and it broke both my arms, my leg, and I fractured my back. And it's like, oh my god, what are the odds of that? Well, believe it or not, the doctor said it's the third person this week. Yeah, shitty outcomes are actually, like, cosmically more likely to happen. That's just my belief. Some people believe in karma, some people believe in Jesus. Some people believe in whatever the fuck Scientology is. I believe in RNG. Bad things are more likely to happen. Good things are rare events. If you go out trying to farm fun events, you're probably going to get pissed on by somebody at the local bar. However, sometimes you have a magical night. Sometimes you meet the love of your life. Sometimes you meet a band member just trying to enjoy life after a divorce. You never know what might happen. But usually nothing good happens after midnight. But you can't be partying until the sun comes up if you don't go out. So, like, where do you go? And the answer is FOMO Town. And the key to FOMO Town is to leave when you feel like you're not going to gain anything, because you're cutting your losses. Do not get swallowed up by sunken cost fallacy. Now, there is a point where you can make yourself whole again, get your money back, leave with your pride, but at a certain point, you've bet your pride, and you're not getting it back. Stop. But you don't want to just live in FOMO Town, because that's no way to live. You're afraid of everything. But you gotta get out. You gotta experience. But you can't only live out because, again, in my opinion, shitty things happen quite often. So if you're just constantly out there, shitty things are gonna happen quite often, and it's gonna meddle with the good things. So you gotta find a balance. If you go out twice in a week, maybe 2 bad things happen, but it's 5 average days, 2 shitty days. However, if something really nice happens, you had 1 bad day, 5 average days, 1 great day. And that sometimes is all it takes to change the year. But you go out 7 nights a week, and there's just shit. I mean, 1 good night out of 6 bad nights ain't worth it. That's another thing. The mornings are so rough. I mean, they're not as rough if you're, like, mid-party when the birds stop singing. But, like, you know it's coming. In 2 days, you're gonna wake up unable to produce dopamine. And the serotonin, it's not coming. But then you're back to normal. Everything's fine. But life gets rough. And sometimes you do have to cut loose. And sometimes bad things happen when you go out to cut loose. But you can't let that control everything. You can't just deep dive into it, though. My God. I knew people who could spend $400 in a night. I just didn't. I literally didn't know how it was possible, but, I mean, credit card debt. I just didn't realize how comfortable people were with credit card debt. I don't even know if it's comfortability. I think it's just hiding the pain with more drinking. But life's weird. Some people will tell you to live every moment. Some people tell you to plan for the future. Some people tell you to do both. Some people will tell you that you're all in a simulation and the birds are drones. That's the end of that thought. There's nothing more to it. End of script. Meant small talk. So, the weather looks nice. Have you seen insert sports team here? Oh, right. So, the Mocholite craze has died down. I was hoping for some more, but we're not getting it. That's fine. I might... I have not brought a single bug net this entire time. You know what that means? Genuinely, you know what that means? It means I'm going to farm back up to 10 stacks and do it all again. Because, like, I'm genuinely upset with myself. Because, like, I think I only have enough for 3 more catalysts. And that's annoying. Herb? Alright. Let's just hit the pigs. Ugh, so that means I'm collecting meat at the end of this. Alright, I'm probably going to end this episode then. I was going to let this be a long one since I was just going to speed run through it, but that was a nice break. It was a nice break, but I wasn't ready. I shouldn't have done it. I should have collected my thoughts before jumping headfirst into the farm. I can't believe I forgot bug nets. Yeah, because if I learn how to make, not learn how, I already know how to make them. If I learn how to properly utilize flash bombs, I'll need more of them. And that's a bug. I have to farm those. So, yikes, that's, I said I was going to do that. I think I only used what I farmed today. No, probably a little extra. I can't believe I forgot bug nets this whole time. I sure did, though. I sure did. Oh, nope, nope, nope. You're forgetting 7. You're forgetting 7. Oh, I'm flustered. Oh, I should eat breakfast. That's probably playing into it. That's funny. It looks like a 1. You actually have to get far enough over that the 7... You can't even get far enough over that the 7 actually appears. It doesn't fully come into play until you're in it. That's goofy. Ooh, how many Philvine do I have? 7. So I had 6. Ooh, that'll be fun. I forgot I can actually get the online exclusive bait that helps me fish for golden fish. Ooh, I wonder when that's available. That would... There's so much stuff on the online only areas that would make this farming so much easier. So yeah, when I'm done with this and I switch to playing online with everyone, I'll have to re-watch that speed... That was a funny pose that he struck. I'll have to re-watch that speedrun video because it might hold some interesting information. Yeah, because if I could start a brand new character and farm all that Machilite up to a Paladin Plus spear, honestly, I could get the Assassin's Blade like it's nothing. Because it's just Earth Crystal and Iron Ore. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Get away. Please go away. Come on. Come on. I just want to hit the fucking mushroom spot. I've never seen him in the fucking honey spot. However, he consistently ruins this place. Do I need to... I'm gonna leave and come back. Like... Are you actually fucking kidding me? Come on. He's not anywhere even close to... He's not even fucking close to me. Come on. God damn it, dude. I'm coming back in. I hope he fucking leaves. I think I've seen him in the honey spot once. There, fucking finally. He fucks with this spot from so far away. I genuinely, the second he started to yell, was ready to rip this cord out of my PlayStation. I think that's genuinely the only thing in this game that I fucking hate. Is that he does that stuff. Oh, God. Are the other fucking veggie merchants gonna be like that? Am I just gonna have to walk around with a stack of 50 Kutku scales and hope that the guy takes more than one? Oh my God. I never even... That's bad. That's bad programming. That's not even a quality of life issue. That's just bad programming. I'm not even sure how you went about programming that other than you didn't know how to actually program it. So you left a program in and then built a world scenario around it. Like, hey, did you get that merchant that sells the super rare mushrooms working? Kinda. What do you mean, kinda? Can you buy mushrooms from her or not? You can buy anywhere from 3 to 6 of them. What do you mean? Well, it's random. You can buy 3 to 6 of them one at a time. This is a fucked up run. Are you fucking kidding? Yeah. This is the last one of the day. I'm not just hangry. This is just a fucked up run. It just broke 2 of my pickaxes for a single... Yeah. Oh my God. Speaking of no dopamine and serotonin, I am fucking drained. Oh my God. I'm chalking it up on my crazy board. The fucking veggie L, if the veggie, I'll go back and when I edit all these videos, I'll check to see if this is on my crazy board and it actually is a real thing. I wonder how bad the fucking RNG is when the veggie elder blocks me. Because it's only happened like 3 or 4 times. But I know there's been a few runs where like all of the resource nodes have just completely screwed me. Like... I guess I have good honey and good mushrooms. I don't know, man. I cannot believe it just broke 2 of my picks. Thank God I'm going to this one. If I didn't have any pickaxes to hit this spot, I'd be genuinely upset. Alright. That was a fumble and a half. If I wouldn't have fumbled that, there's a chance I could have gotten all... Wait, no, did he not die? So there's still a chance I can get all of them. Yeah, he didn't die. No, he's... What is happening? Is he dead? He just died in 2 hits. There's no way that's the guy. Alright, so they're back to acting like idiots. That's good. I could not handle competent Velociprey. That was horrible. For a moment, I thought I was playing Dark Souls. Because it was just like, I thought one of those hollows, you know, the scary hollows that just swing their sword really fast or they have a torch. I thought for a moment it was like that, where like the most basic enemy in the game could kill you in the right scenario. Best armor and everything, max health, but just... Hey, we gave this one enemy infinite poise and stamina, and, oh, you're dead. Sorry about that. Okay. Not a good one. At least it wasn't over in 1, although I'm still scared about the mining spot. That's a good one. Let's get whatever's up here. I wish small bone husks were worth more. For how rare they seem. I guess they're not super rare, but I'd make them about 20, 25. I think they're only worth like 12. Okay. Go back to that. Come on, Mochalite. Just show me the other side. Yes! Yes! Strong finish. Get the fuck out of here, game. Give me that sweet, sweet dopamine. That was good too. Iron ore, Mochalite, and an earth crystal. That's not bad. God, so why were those other ones just so terrible? God, that really makes me not want to hit that spot up north. It just doesn't feel worth it. I wasted 320 zenny on that spot. That go. It'd have to produce 2 earth crystals and a disc stone to pay for the 2 pickaxes it just costed me. And I think it dropped a single disc stone for me. That's a bummer. And I run out of my way specifically to hit zone 10. Alright, so 1 hour, 52 minutes to find place to end. Ended on a bad note there. We got the Mochalite, so that's a high note. But ended on a bad note. That Veggie Elder is so annoying. Like, I hate not knowing how many mushrooms I'm gonna get from him. Because, like, that's just stupid RNG. That's, I mean, there's no reason for that. You should just open, it should just be a shopkeep. You should just open a menu. He's got 5 Felvine, or not 5 Felvine. He's got 5 special mushroom. You trade him the 5 Felvine. It's over. I don't know why that has to be RNG dependent. And then, yeah, the fact that he can just wander around and block you from resource nodes. And then specifically scream at you, calling you a lazy dog. While you're trying to farm stuff. Like, that just rubs me the wrong way in so many ways. And now that I think about it, I hope that doesn't ruin the other elders. Because it could. It really could. No, I'm tired. Go away. And it's like, well, I need to trade scales with you. Actually got an armor seat at the end. That's kind of nice. We're going to trip into the 9,000s again. That's good. That's good. That gives us 9 Mochalite. We need 3 more. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I think if I farm back up to my 10 stacks and then do the 10 stacks with the butterfly nets next time. Actually get the butterfly nets. Maybe I should just go ahead and buy them. Maybe I actually just need to get started on that now. So that when I'm doing my quick farms, I'm already in the zone. Looks like, let's just look at it real quick. I've got 5 of them. Oh, so that's good. So how many stacks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With a single one. So yeah, I need to get 2 more stacks back. So I'll do 4 runs of actually cooking the meats. Oh, no, so I have 5 in. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So yeah, we'll farm more stacks and get back into the habit of using the bug nets, because I did it for a short while there, but then it just started taking up space. Um, but now that I'm doing farming loops, I think I can be better about it. So we'll do all that. We'll farm the bugs. We'll hopefully, over the next 24 runs, if I'm doing that math correctly, we'll get our 3 Mocholite. With the 3 Mocholite, we'll make the hand guards. With the hand guards, we should be able to take on Rathalos. And it'll literally just be me resetting until I finally beat Rathalos and bring that egg home. And then it's farming Rathalos until we have enough resources to either make the Inferno Lance or something. I'll have to look it up. Or the Paladin Lance Plus. Or maybe we don't even make anything and we make the Corona or the Red Saber, I think was the other name. I think I'll go with the one that has the highest sharpness. But what I should actually do is hop on the Wikipedia page and see the tiers after those, because those will be the biggest investment. Getting the first upgrade after the Bone Pike or Bone Spike will be big, but I think going beyond will be even bigger of an investment. So I'm going to look into that. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed making it. I'm enjoying playing this game. I am so excited to finally get that first Rathalos takedown. I didn't think we were going to get it the other day, and it makes that first one seem so much closer now. So until next time, I hope you're excited, because I am. And I'd hate to say it again, but I hope to see you again.